Hello and welcome to our report card for the Storm Infinite PhysiX. The Infinite released on July 8th, so it's been out for a little over 2 months at the time of posting this video, and the point of these, again, is to check back in with stuff a couple months after the review to see if we still feel the same way as we did in the review, see how much we're using them, what we're using them on, and if we have anything we noticed to add to what we said in the review, etc. Also, since we now have James along for the ride who also has an Infinite, I'll be able to feature all three of us in this one. The Infinite is 4,000 out of the box, not 4K fast. There is a little difference in the finishing process, so 4,000 is a little stronger of a surface than 4K fast, and it's REX Pearl that we saw on the Dark Code and now are also getting on the Night Road with the asymmetric atomic core from the PhysiX line. REX is a mixture of the NEX cover formula, which currently is the strongest that Storm makes, with their flagship medium strength R2S formula. Based on where REX lands on the chart and the general reaction, I'd say it's mostly NEX with a bit of R2S to virtually maintain the strength but make it more responsive than NEX. Atomic is quite strong at a 248 RG, 053 differential, and an 017 intermediate differential in 15 pounds. If you don't understand the tech, I'll always recommend Storm's pin buffer layout system video trilogy to explain all you need to know about the numbers. Very strong cover, very strong asymmetric core, very strong ball. However, being Pearl, the touch of R2S being added, it's clean up front and rounder shaping down lane. For all of us, it's very continuous. Some people have it being a little straighter off the end of the pattern like previous PhysiX balls have been. That's not surprising. It's not our experience, but if you hear that from others, I don't doubt it, let me put it that way. Angel's layout is her typical, uses it on everything, very balanced layout, little on the strong side, but she's medium speed and rev. We have a medium friction lane surface and 26 or 27 mil pattern. Strong stuff usually looks great here, and the Infinite is no exception. Typically, Angel can't use stuff like a Proton, Reality, Gem, etc. Even stronger pearls like an Altered Reality are just too much, but the Infinite is, again, a cleaner look with a rounder, more controllable shape, so it gets her down the lane, and then it doesn't jerk or pick up too hard on friction, so it's strength but not overkill. I'm actually on our sport pattern here, if you remember from the original review. 42 feet, 28 mils, 2-to-1 ratio, tough, flat, and heavy. Infinite is a little cleaner and sharper than I'd like on this, but it still looks good. Also, my typical asymmetric layout, it's medium across the board. I've got a medium strength pin, pretty strong PSA, but also medium on the pin buffer. The pin is in the ring finger, so right between pin up and pin down. I use a lot of ASIMs here, and a lot of stronger covers in general. This looks good, my Dark Code looks good. I've been using a Nova some lately with the UC3, ProMotion. Occasionally I'll dip down into my High Road Pearl if I have extra traffic on my side, but usually stronger stuff. Most of the time, this is my first ball out of the bag for League. It's clean enough that it lets me catch it and roll it, stable enough, being asymmetric of course, that it revs up pretty strong where I want it to, and then obviously it has plenty of movement down lane to get through the pins well. Rarely a choice on sport patterns though. I'm usually in urethane, ProMotion, or something symmetric and really blendy. ASIMs don't happen for lefties on sport patterns unless they're urethane, so no surprises there. One of my favorite balls, I use it constantly, it goes everywhere with me, easy contender for ball of the year as far as I'm concerned. On to James and back on the house shot. More of the same for him. Very round, strong, and continuous. Everything goes long for him, so no real need to comment on that. If something is too early for him, that's definitely of note. But with his speed and rev rate, things are going to trend towards clean and flippy, especially with SPI equipment. While Angel and I let ours lane shine and prefer them that way, that makes it too long and quick for James, so he usually keeps it around 3,000. Now at that point, he's chewing up a lane pretty quickly, so it's more reserved for sport patterns for him rather than League. If he keeps it shiny for League, it's too long and sharp. If he sands it, it tears up the lane too fast, so unless he uses it later in League, which isn't a bad option, keeping some teeth on it for sport patterns is in his better interest. However, even then, it's truthfully medium to low use for him. Just a case of a good reaction that doesn't fit super often, or at least doesn't look better than something else in most situations. The Infinite is of course available now. It released with the Idle Cosmos a couple months ago. Look for that report card as well, but this one deserves more attention than it's getting in our opinion. Extra big major shout out to my Patreon members and great Discord community. Editing and rendering was a dream for this one because they gifted me with a new Uber computer and it'd take me the next solid minute to read the stats, so here's an awesome picture. Thanks for watching and may the strikes be with you.